Hi, everybody. I'm Heather Holland, and I'm going to talk about why I switched teams. So the last time I was at Ignite, I told you all about how my uterus was a blackened, shriveled walnut ready to eject from my body at any minute. I think it's still in there, but I need it now even less than ever before, which I didn't even know was possible. But it turns out that after almost 20 years of happily dating men, I suddenly find myself in a relationship with a woman. This was a total and complete surprise to me. And friends, it is awesome. But don't get me wrong, I don't want to give the impression that this is about hating men or like I'm browsing the seconds shelf at the supermarket. Did you see that film Kissing Jessica Stein where she starts dating women just because the men were so disappointing? Because it's not that. It's just that the person that I'm completely infatuated with just happens to be a woman. I mean, easy, right? But when I tell people this, they get very, very serious. And the first thing that they want to talk about is how I came out. How did you come out? And I think, came out? Came out from where? Was I ever in? For me, I think it was less like I came out and more like I accidentally wandered into the wrong cafeteria line. And then here I am. And you know, I think that the way we think about sexuality in general is changing. I think that you know, it's less like some people are in, other people out, some people gay, others straight, and it's evolved into more of a grayscale continuum. And I think most of us are probably somewhere in the middle, like Dave Eggers. Remember, he came out there, yeah. And in fact, you know, if you take even a brief look around, people are switching teams left and right, all over the place. Okay? Or maybe it's just like when you learn a new word, once you're alert to it, then you just suddenly start noticing it everywhere. You know, I don't know. But for some of us, I think it's just about meeting the right person. But for other people, I think circumstance plays a really big part. For example, summer camp, or prison, or in my case, a series of office meetings that were very, very tedious. Because that's where I met my girlfriend, my office. Yeah, it's true. But anyway, now that I'm here, what I really wanted to talk about was how finding myself on the other team has turned out to be so completely amazing, but not in any of the ways that I would have expected. Okay, for example, I always thought that one of the main perks of having a same-sex relationship would be clothes sharing. I mean, bam, your wardrobe instantly doubles. Amazing, right? Okay, but no. Sadly, my girlfriend is almost my exact same size, but the sum total of our wardrobe overlap is exactly 0. So to illustrate, I give you this chart. As you can see, she wears 100% of the flannel, 85% of the fleece. I do all the glitter, all the thongs, and basically anything that actually conforms to your body, that's me. There's no clothes sharing. But that's okay, because the awesomeness goes way beyond clothes. Say, for example, we were in the kitchen of my house on one of our first few dates, and she turns to me and says, "Is this the sponge you use to wipe the counter?" I could hear angels singing right away. This was exciting to me because, number one, it showed awareness that I might have more than one sponge that I used for different things, and two, because it implied that her next move would be to wipe the counter. It was the best date ever. Yes, okay, actually, no, it wasn't the best date ever. That would just be sad. But it was kind of my introduction to the fact that dating women was fundamentally different from the experiences I had had dating men. Okay, I mean, one basic but profound difference is that we women talk a lot more than men. We're talkers. So what this means is that I never have to guess what my girlfriend is thinking because she tells me. Crazy, it's crazy. It's great, it's like having your relationship come with Cliff's Notes or a reader's guide, and you know, as you can imagine, that's very helpful. And there's also a lot to be said for dating somebody close to your physical size. I mean, beds are just huge to me now. You know, I'm not clinging to the side like a raft at sea. We could practically have a dinner party in there. Okay? And you know, women also smell a lot better. It's true. There's less sweat, less body hair, less dripping of body fluids in general. I have noticed a huge reduction in the number of hairs on the bath soap on my new team. It's true. And you know, what people also invariably ask me about involves other physical logistics, which I attempt to illustrate modestly here. Let me just say that without taking anything away from example A, example B is really appealing. Who doesn't like cupcakes? I mean, really. Okay, so I just wonder what took me so long. Maybe it's like Bikram yoga or eggplant, where it seems really weird, but once you try it, you're addicted. Like, what took me so long? I don't know, maybe I should have switched years ago, but You know, the sad thing is, I actually had a different ending for this presentation, but my girlfriend and I actually broke up 2 weeks ago. I know. So, you know, I don't know what's next for me, but I have no regrets, and I can tell you that I still really like cupcakes, so the end. Yeah.